Everybody, good to see you. Today is the 7th of April. I think it's a Tuesday. Yep, it's a Tuesday. 7:30 a.m. New York time, London lunch. Welcome to today's Forex Trading Strategy session. My name is Wayne McDonald. I'm the Chief FX Market Strategist for Traders Way. Thank you for being a client. Muy bien. You know what? I'm feeling lazy today. Not really lazy, but just I don't want to do any work. Is that lazy? So, I don't know. I feel quiet is actually what it is. I feel quiet. So I have a proposal for you. Why don't we just spend an hour trading? I think I'll use binaries since they expire and I don't have to watch the stops and stuff like that. So we'll just go through, we'll do a bunch of trading for an hour, and then we'll call it a day. No fireworks, no dancing and dogs jumping through firing hoops and stuff like that. We'll just do some trading. Fine. Yeah. So anyways, trading, excuse me, trading and investing is risky and not appropriate for everyone. Past performance never predicts future results. Always stay small, stay humble, focus on the long term. Never risk money you cannot afford to lose. And be kind to old people. All right, so that's that. So yeah, I figure binaries just because we don't have much time. You know, an hour is not a lot to cover, you know, the entire global economy. But let's just see if we have any opportunities. Now, just the quick thing, overnight, RBA did not cut interest rates further. But if you read the notes, they did leave the door open, and they also said the Aussie would probably be overvalued. I forget the language, but here's my game plan. I'm going to sell the Aussie, maybe not today, but at some point, the higher it goes, the more I'm going to want to short it. Okay, is that clear? I think it's on the short term overvalued, so I have to pick a spot. Now, here's the thing. Just between you and me. Yeah, I think it's got lots of room to fall. It's not necessarily going to fall today, but blah blah blah. Okay, it could certainly go higher before falling. It could come way up here, 78, 79, whatever. So is it going to fall right here, right now? Yeah, you know, maybe. So, you know, I could put a binary on that because it's making a lower high and the oscillator is going in the right direction, right? One thing that I do when I use the Traders Way, the binary option platform with Trader Way, is I always double check the clock. It helps with the expiration. So this one expires in about 10 minutes. You know, let's make it, you know, expires in a half an hour. Let's give it a little bit of room, right? That kind of thing. And so we're just skip scalping along, seeing what's happening. Oops. Okay. Nothing crazy, just kind of playing a lower high. Is it a long-term trade? Yeah, no, obviously, because it's a binary. But, you know, I want you to get used to kind of the thought process. I have a pivot point above me and a pivot point above that, so on and so forth. Would have been more ideal to wait for the 5-minute to come up a little bit more. Okay. Probably selling at the monthly central pivot point would have been a better idea. Okay, but we got something. It's not much, but it's something. I want to look at Euro USD. Am I going too fast? No? All right, cool. All right, Euro USD. Clearly our top is held. How does that make you feel emotionally? That top we identified like a million years ago, as you can see. These vertical lines might have your attention. I don't always use them, but they tell me the different trading sessions. Asia here in the past, this is the European Open. US we haven't quite reached yet. And there's tomorrow's Asian session. Nice. So anyways, double top, lower low. So what kind of price action would you want here? Well, you can see what used to be support became resistance. So that's your down, 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 up, up, sell, down, 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 down. So I'm going to look for something very similar to that, kind of like this area. What? Currently 5 EMA is shortable. Where are we on the 15? 15 wants to come up a little higher, but you can short definitely off the 1 hour 5 EMA. Do we have any psych levels? Do we have any pivot points? Let's see what else we got going. Climb aboard, there's so much to explore, there's so much to find. Yeah, there we are in the bigger picture, right? Down, 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 up, up. So that's the triple top that we had on the previous one. You can see this is how I had it set up, that low to that high. 4 hour, what it's suggesting is it kind of wants to cycle up a little bit and then down, or we make this venture to the next level of support and this will just oversold and stay oversold. So we're kind of in the middle. Yeah, we're kind of monkey in the middle on this one, but maybe on the short term it doesn't matter, right? So 15-minute coming up on a 21. Again, an okay place to sell. I would rather sell it a little higher. Okay. We're getting close. Check the 5. A little slower. We're in between markets. So we might have to throw one to the sell side soon. Yeah, I'd like it up in here is what I'm hoping for. All of this stuff. So zone is a little higher. So maybe keep an eye on that for me. USD yen. Okay, USD yen's interesting. It kicked off that psych level finally, right? Let's clean this up a little bit. Found our little bottom here. Is making its way north. The big thing that you don't see on the chart is fiscal year end. Okay. So we've been talking about the first week of April potential Japanese yen weakness, right? Has anyone heard that 25 times? Anybody here? Has anyone here heard the discussion between me and you at least 25 times about the first week of April Japanese yen weakness? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So, do you drink the Kool-Aid on this one? Yeah, you know what? And we talked about this in the past too, where there's still a huge potential that this comes down. It kind of did it last year where you just kept buying yen pairs and they'd go up for a while, then come down and up and down and up and down all summer. Well, there's no tax hike and stuff this year, so maybe it's not so bad. So the way that you build a portfolio is you buy the dips, jam the stop, and just let it run. And add another trade tomorrow. Move that stop to break even, add another trade tomorrow, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. Just keep removing the risk. And if you get knocked out, so what? Cry me a river. Okay? So we need to recognize, though, that this double bottom is occurring at a very interesting place, or a place in time, right? And don't be shocked if we're at 122 by Friday or Monday. So the question is, are you going to participate? Well, that's a big question. So let's zoom in here. That's what we're looking at now. The other thing that you don't quite see on this chart, on this template, is this is the psych level, right? 120 is like, hello. Come on, dude. Keeps grabbing the wrong one. All right, apparently, there we go. So 120 is like that. So what do you want to do? Well, I want this to go up. So do I buy it at resistance? No, can't really do that. So oscillator's just warming up though. So I'll tell you what. Might need to go to a 5-minute chart. Oh, wait, I need an oscillator. Let's do this one then. I might buy the next dip here. This is very dangerous because somebody's going to want to sell this right at the psych level. Again, you know, here's the psych level. Somebody's defending that. Well, bring it on, girlfriend. I want to buy a dip. This might not be the right place, so I'm thinking maybe have this come down a bit and then buy it. Go to a larger time frame, look for moving averages. 1 hour 5. Yeah, this is a really tricky trade. We're really out of position. So if you look up here, really what we want to do is buy the 4 hour 5. But the 4 hour 5 is down at like, what is that, 119.5? So 95, we're 30 pips out of position. So you have a choice. You need to be unbelievably aggressive, and jam your stop, or wait for the big old pullback. Okay. Well, since it's a binary, let's be aggressive. Let's say at the end of the trading day, and will be higher. Done. Not a good entry by any stretch of the imagination. But I'd like to see some of these things, like in 4 hours, this 5 EMA move up and so on and so forth. Probably pretty bad trade. However, I don't want it to fall. Okay. So what about, so what did we start with? Aussie, then Euro. How about the piggy? See, in this case, guys, because we're not sitting here for 4 hours together, I can't wait for the perfect entry. Okay? Okay, this is Piggy, and it's double bottomed. Is this the beginning of the new trend that we've been talking about for a month? Could be. This is the daily chart. You should still sell the 21 until the 21's broken. When or if the 21 breaks, then we're going to go to the 55. Okay. We've kind of tested on a few occasions here this 382. I know there's a lot going on here, so let me just try to find a way to clarify. We still kind of have something like that going on to the downside. Okay, so we're stuck in the middle there. Let's try to draw it in a different way. So we're in this place. I like the way you trade. It's birdie. Do 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 do. Okay, so I'm burning that into my brain. What does it look like on a smaller time frame? Potentially a sell position, right? And it's made a lower low on a couple occasions. So, ooh, this one's middle ground. Hourly chart doesn't help at all. Might want to look at it from this view. We're at a 50%, 49, some change in there. Right, we're breaching 49.00. Let's go in the same vein. The end of the trading day, let's make it less. Okay, so the idea on this one is that we're at about a 50%, we're at about a cycle level. And as you can probably figure out, my general plan for the day is to buy US dollars. So, you know, around a 50% in the cycle level after a lower low, you know, it's not the worst trade in the world, right? Now, again, I'm not going to sit here for the next 3 hours and wait for the perfect, you know, 5-minute stochastic cross or something. So I'm just doing my best throwing these down and moving on to the next one. But I hope you understand just the general logic. Okay? All right, you get it? Not the world's greatest trades, but some general, they're at least congruent. Buying the dollar. So it's kind of like flipping a coin today and saying, all right, I'm a bull on the dollar. Well, try to get, you know, try to sell high, so on and so forth. Try to buy low at least. Try to use clusters like pivot clusters, cycle levels, price action, so on and so forth. Okay. Now think, let's repeat now. So this is the pound dollar. Looks like we're already profitable, right? Sell right there. I mean, it's not huge, but it's enough right now, but it's just a start, right? I think we shorted Aussie dollar. That one's profitable. Not by much, but it's going the right direction. What else did we do? USD yen? That one's just slightly on the positive side. Look at that. So, you know, there's some hope. There's not much, but at least we're 3 for 3 at the moment. What else you want to do? CAD. Now oil, like I got oil wrong recently, huh? It's back at 52 again. See, I thought some sort of peace resolution with Iran would add more oil to the market. So, and there's, you know, not enough supply and stuff like that, or storage. There's not enough storage in Oklahoma and all this stuff. Like, I don't know. I thought we had too much oil, and that oil prices would come down. Well, we're back at 53. So, anyways, what does that do for the Canadian dollar? Well, it's certainly not going to hurt the kitty cat on that, right? So, I want this to go up on this chart. Anyways, it seems like it should go up. So, at least how about on the short term, let's have USD CAD go up. But I'm not so sure on the other time frame. So let's just take a look. What is it? Let's make this one higher. Yeah, let's make it higher later in this session. Cool. So that should be higher in the next, what was that, 22 minutes? So we need to be higher than that. I'll flip this over to be a binary, and then we'll just take a look at it from other points of view. Am I missing it? US Swissy. Oh, there it is. Just so we could see the entry. There we are. All right, so whatever. This one's just chasing an oscillator. We're kind of in a support zone. You know, you can see that as a range, and then maybe it goes up. Now, on a larger time frame, there's a bigger range. And I don't see it here, so it must be this other setup. I'm aboard, there's so much to explore. All right, not that one, this one. So we're buying just above the red zone. Okay? So is it crazy? So we're bouncing in this little tiny hiccup in there. Let's zoom in a little closer. So is it crazy to be long near this red zone? The lower red zone? Is that pretty crazy? Was it a terrible idea? I think the only crazy part is, you know, a 20-minute binary. But it seems to me like, what if you did like a 2-day binary? Well, if you're wrong, you're going to be really wrong, right? Because you're going to break support. But if you're right, it'll probably be a little higher than down here. Correct, Amundo? So I'll show you how to do that. So let's not make it a scalp. Let's make it a swing. So today is the 7th. Friday is the 10th. So what? That's April 15th. Is that? That's no, April 10th. Okay, there you go. April 10th at the end of the trading day, right? The 10th of April 2015 at 17:10. Right? That's the close of trading on Friday. Double check this. USD CAD will be higher. So double check one more time. USD CAD, the 10th of February 2015, at the end of the trading day, it will be higher. Okay? So now we got another one that's going to expire in 20 minutes and one that's going to expire at the end of the week. And all we're saying is we're pretty close to this red zone. We want to buy US dollars. Right? All right, fine. So that gives you kind of a different time frame. What's the difference? Scalp. Well, when I say scalp, I'm thinking about something like over just my time horizon is the next few minutes. Okay? A swing, depending on how the term is used, it could be something like a trade that you hold throughout the trading day from, like, let's say the London Open to the London closed. Or even better, when you do that in the direction of the prevailing trend, you now move your stop to break even or lock in a small profit and then let it continue to run. And you might be in it for 2 or 3 days instead of 20 minutes. That's the major difference. It's a timing issue. Now, a lot of people get it confused with, how many pips you make. Well, I've studied a lot of scalpers, and I'm analyzing one very closely now that only picks up 5 or 6 pips at a time, over and over and over again, 2, 3, 4 times a day for years. It's wildly successful. I would never want to trade that way. It's just too much work for too little reward. Hey, this guy is unbelievably good. Now, I don't like the pain to gain ratios that he takes sometimes, because what he does is very often he's down 40 or 50 pips. Not always, obviously, but when things go bad, he loses 40 or 50 pips. No, he's drawn down 40 or 50 pips per trade, and then it seems somehow it always comes back, and he gets his 5 pip profit. It's just like, what? But it works. So I don't like that. When I scalp, it's my time horizon as far as like risk management, when I move my stop, and stuff like that. But when I scalp, I'm still disappointed if I don't get 25. And I think if you can get 25, you can get 100 if your timing in the market and the trend is appropriate. Right? But the way that I enter the trade is very, very short term. So some of these trades, because I'm using binaries, I'm like, well, let's give it a few hours. So at the end of the day, Aussie is going to be lower. And because I'm not going to sit here and watch each entry, so I need a wider stop and stuff. And obviously with binary, you don't need a stop. So I just give it more time because I know in the longer run, I'm going to be right. I don't know, but I feel that way because I'm confident because of the work that I do. Right? So to me, scalp has, if I pull the trigger, I want to make money. And so the bigger issue at a scalp is how quickly do you move your stop? How closely are you watching the trade? So obviously, if you're just throwing down a trade and walking away, that's not a scalp. Okay? So let's run through them one more time. I think we started with an Aussie dollar. Okay, we're very profitable now. Cool. That should be a winner. All right, so one is profitable. Let's look at Euro USD. Oh, I didn't get that one. Remember, I didn't trade it. You guys were supposed to tell me. You didn't tell me. I'm very oversold here, but kicking off the 5. Let's move this to a 15. All right. A little out of position. You guys were going to give me a heads up. Why didn't you give me a heads up? Oh, we got to go short term anyways. Oh, regular binaries, sorry. This is a very tricky one. So let's make this one a short term one. So the idea here is there's a hourly 5. We were touching it, remember? Anyways, you sell off the 5. Maybe it goes a little lower. It's very oversold already, but the 15-minute gives it permission. Failed to breach a psych level, so on and so forth. So look at it here on this hourly. All we did was down, 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 and then for 4 hours moved back to the 5 EMA, and then now we're short. Fine, whatever. What were we on? Piggy? I think Piggy was one. Okay, we are very profitable. You can see here. This is a big retracement. Let's put this to a 15. Analyze that. Let's move this from a 1 minute to a 5 minute. Analyze that. Okay, but it looks all right. It's profitable though, so that puts us what, 3 for 3, 3 profitable. So we'll see. I mean, obviously they haven't expired yet. What was a different one? Oh, USD yen. And oh, we're long here and making money. Very nice. Obviously, this is the moment of truth, isn't it? But we're above the psych level. So we're profitable on that one. Good. Let's move to USD CAD. And both our trades are profitable. You can see it on this one. 5 trades, 5 are profitable in the first, what, 5 minutes? Cool. Now what do we do? Gold dang it, we still have 20 minutes. Now what are we going to do? You want to do some yens? Cool, there's so much to explore. There's so much to find. Little Einsteins. Oh, yeah, let's do some commodities. Yeah, I mentioned them before, so let's go into that. We'll do that. Are you guys enjoying this? I never know. I'm not really teaching, am I? Just hoping that, I'm adding some sort of value. It's not always apparent. Okay, here's our Goldie. I think I did this after NFP. Talked about how, I didn't want it to go up. but you can see that we had the technical analysis on our side. Very topish up here. Let's go all the way to the daily. Yeah, there is quite a bit of junk in that trunk. It's funny, my kids are not young anymore. We don't watch Little Einsteins. But I have one kid in the enrichment program for gifted kids, and my other one's being tested because he probably needs to get in. That's pretty cool. So maybe it was Little. All right, so, you know, we got something going on there. Whoa. See, I don't want to short that, but I do want it to fall. I think throwing down a short in here is a little guessy, but you can see why we're having trouble. There's a lot of candles going on here, but I don't see why we can't go to 1250 and then dump it a little higher up in here with, you know, kind of gray zone this stuff. So I kind of feel indifferent on the daily. Now on this one, gold is coming down pretty nicely. That would suggest dollar strength, wouldn't it? So let's very quickly update on these trades. Some of them are going to expire soon. We're long USD yen. Oh, we're massively profitable. High five. High five. I know we worked hard on that one. Yep. Okay, let's look at USD CAD. We're actually long 2 USD CAD trades. Let's take a look at them. Oh my God, Becky, look at those pips. Yeah. All right, seems okay to me. It's an okay start. Good enough for the girls I'd go with. Let's take a look at the Aussie. We're short Aussie dollar. And let's see. Oh, snap! We're hugely profitable on that one. God dang it. Makes it difficult to add further value in my commentary. Let's take a look at euro dollar. We were in late on this one, so maybe we'll be punished. And I can, oh! Son of a gun. Where is it? I think we have to add the binary to this chart. These are cash charts. Boop, boop, boop. There's the binary. Oh, we're profitable. Are we hugely profitable? No, but we were late on that one. But it does expire in just a couple of minutes. How long to expiration, yo? And the Trader's Way Genie. Euro dollar expires soon, right? Oh, somebody asked about getting out of trades early, right? Somebody asked about what do you do if you change your mind or if you're profitable but some sort of risk is coming up. So we're profitable on this one. There's no reason to get out. But watch this. I can get out now for 26 bucks and 27 cents. You see that? I'll try it again. If I'm freaking out, I now got made 27 if I bail. Is that cool? I can get out early. Now, it expires in 3 minutes. almost 28 bucks now if I want to get out early. Isn't that nice? So yes, the answer to that is yes. You can bail on a trade early. I've done things like, break even on a binary where it just sort of fell apart, and I'm like, you know what? I just want out, and I got out at break even. Wyatt wants me to do this every day. You want to pay me money? Yeah, I'll do it every day. It's going to cost you $1,000 a month. Sure. So anyways, this one's going to expire for profit, right? Sub point. The scalping one is interesting. When you're in the 60-second area, it actually has a countdown clock. I really like that. I think it closes in about 90 seconds. And I'll double my money on that, as long as 90 seconds from now we're below that green line, which is not not guaranteed. So do we need to watch that? What else is going on? Did we do USD CAD yet? Did we do that one yet? The follow? Yeah, it's profitable. Which one? Aussie's profitable. Dollar yen is profitable. USD yen is profitable. Pound dollar. Yeah. So we'll just leave it here. So it's less than a minute now. Is my clock right? Maybe it's not. This one says this option expires in 2 minutes. Is my clock off? Yeah, my clock is off. Wow. All right, so we got a couple minutes yet before I get paid on that one. All right, so I don't know, what are we going to do now? Yens. All right. Oh, yeah, look at my dollar falling. Nice. Yen pairs. Let's do scanned yen for this. I believe it keeps your trade open, RPP. I can't do anything now because we're like 1 minute for expiration, so it doesn't let me anymore. I had a chance, I could have doubled up, rolled it over. So you would pay your spread one more time, right? And keep short. So I think it's a form of like, you either really like your position or you really hate your position and you're willing to risk money just to keep it open. I don't know. I don't think that way. Right? Especially if it's a losing position. Like, really? You want to give it more time? Usually, I don't know about you, but when I'm wrong, I'm really wrong. Like, more time's not going to help. Kitty cat long? No. But it's interesting. You could long this, right? I mean, are we closer to support or resistance? And I'd say support. Do you think, a month from now it's going to be higher or lower? Well, maybe higher. All right, so you could. CAD, I don't feel comfortable with. And, oh, my option expired. I just popped something up. So double check. That's the 7th. So USD CAD, we won $45. Euro dollar, we won $45. And this is today too, right? So I made $45 on my Aussie dollar short, made $45 on my USD CAD long, made $45 on my Euro USD. Yeah, that was a tough 45 minutes, right? 3 for 3, and the other ones are profitable as well. Huh. Whale oil B, MR fish. So why don't we leave it there? Just went through, burned through, I don't know, 5 or 6 trades. They're all profitable. Might as well go home, right? Hey, thanks for being a client of tradersway.com. I don't believe there's a demo for the binary. It must be because they hook it to your MT4 account and all that kind of stuff. So if you like it, you know, let me show you something. 25 for a regular binary option is the minimum, right? So you might say, Wayne, that's just too much money for me. That's fine. If you're going to try shorter term, now 60 seconds is a little scary, but you can do a 5-minute binary if you're just practicing scalping and stuff like that, and it's $5 is the minimum. So, you know, just seems to me like you could put like $300 into a live account and practice, right? It's not the world's scariest thing. But that's that. So, yeah, well, there's filling an hour of some trades, made some money, did some binary option stuff, put in one long-term trade, which is now looking good. And here's what we did today. We bought at support and sold at resistance, and we made money, what, 6 out of 6? I don't know. I know. I'm tired. We'll have a better day tomorrow. Peace on earth. May the pips be with you. May your profits be above average. See you later, Gator.